We see the phrase prospering in the land throughout the entire Book of Mormon.
This is really a theme. Yeah. And it starts with Lehi and Nephi and then carries forward. And so it's sort of fascinating to see just how important this theme is because it's powerful to them. So I think let's read it in Alma 38, verse 1. My son, give ear to my words, for I say unto you, even as I said unto Helaman, inasmuch as ye shall keep the commandments of God, ye shall prosper in the land. Inasmuch as ye will not keep the commandments of God, ye shall be cut off from his presence. And I think that prospering in the land really does trip people up, and they see prosperity, they see material blessings, and I'm not sure that that's completely wrong. God does give blessings, particularly when a community is following God, those blessings come.
But what happens when you're not? Does that mean you're doing something wrong?
Right. And here in mortality, this is the place where things take sideways turns, right? It's heaven where all the equations work perfectly. That's not necessarily the case. But what does work perfectly, if you interpret one half in light of the other half, this idea that the challenge is that we remove ourselves from God's presence, right? That's the challenge. And then what does it mean to prosper in the land? It means to the best of our ability, but because of God's grace and love, to live in the light of hope and faith.
Well, it changes the face of struggle.
Yes.
There's all of a sudden this deep purpose in whatever we're going through. It's very difficult to go through hard things, but to go through hard things without faith in Jesus Christ is a whole different type of hard. To go through hard things with faith is prospering. That is prospering because we are moving in the direction, we're striving and reaching toward the light, and He can then guide us and prosper us.
That's profound.
It reminds me of in First Nephi when, I think it's First Nephi, but he talks about the Lord not removing his trial or his adversity, but giving him the strength to endure it. And I think that you find that all through the scriptures, the New Testament, that Christ doesn't remove those trials, but He will give us the strength to endure them. And with Him, we can overcome them, and we can learn so much more. We can learn so much from our trials. And I think, like we've learned so much from just our addictions and, the stuff that we go through.